My name's Rachel Thebault, and I'm the owner and head confectioner of Tribeca Treats here in downtown Manhattan. Baking had always been a hobby of mine from the time I was 7 years old and got an easy bake oven, and I always loved to cook and entertain, and so that was something that I was always doing in my spare time. And I had entertained the idea of going to culinary school in the past, but didn't make the leap yet because I didn't really know what I was going to do with that. I knew I didn't want to be a restaurant chef, and so it wasn't until I started to develop the idea to own my own business that I really decided then to take the leap. There were two reasons why I chose to go back to culinary school as far as taking the next step. One of the reasons was mainly that I was, about to go into something so unknown, and it gave me a very concrete reason to be leaving my job. And so I was able to walk into my boss's office and say, I'm going to culinary school. And it was a very concrete plan and very justifiable. It would have been harder for me to say, oh, I'm going to leave and I'm going to start my own business, not really sure what it was yet. I think it would have made a less compelling argument. Secondly, I had spoken with a number of people in the food industry, and I got mixed advice. Some people said, oh, you don't need to have a culinary school degree, you just need experience, keep practicing and then decide. But really, I felt that because I had done something so different for so many years before that, I wanted the formal training, and I wanted to kind of have that on my resume as a credential to push forward my business. One of my biggest pieces of advice to women who are about to have a serious conversation about a life change or something would be to really think through what you want the outcome to be before you go and speak to your boss or that person about what you're going to do. Now, it's different if you're asking someone for their advice or for them to mentor you. But if you are, for example, going to go in to quit your job and you know that that's something you want to do, really think through all the reasons, because if you're assuming that you're good at your job, they're going to try to convince you to stay. And you want to be able to say, no, I've thought this through, and not seem like it's kind of a flighty choice. When I decided to leave my job and change careers, it was like a 6 to 12 month thought process before I actually made the decision. And I actually went and put a deposit on culinary school before I spoke with my boss, so that I really could let him know that I was serious about it. But then when I did go in, I did it in a conversational way. I didn't, it wasn't in an aggressive way or anything. It was just, this is something I've always wanted to do. I love to cook, and here are my plans. And then I waited to hear what he had to say, which was basically, okay, what can we do to change your mind? And then I said nothing. And then I asked back, okay, how can I make my leaving easier for you? And so it was really a two-way street. He respected my decision and my thought process, and it made the leaving and the transitioning so much easier, because then I was able to leave on good terms and maintain relationships with all these people.